All right, welcome to the Happy Valley Half Marathon. My name is Justin Killeen. I own 50/50 Fitness Nutrition in Hadley, Mass.
And I'm Grant Ritter.
Our course takes place in Look Park in Northampton. The Dow Pavilion is where the start line and finish line will be. We're going to be having a big party afterwards. We'll be at peak foliage, hopefully come October 23rd, race day. We have a half marathon course mapped out, as well as a 5K around the park. So the 5K, like I said, stays in the park, goes on the bike path, comes back around through the park. It's very simple.
This is the best race in the valley because it takes you through the best parts of the valley. You're talking about Leeds, Look Park, Chesterfield Road, the things that make fall great in New England.
We are here, Justin and Grant, about to take you through the course. Starting in the park, Grant, tell us a little bit more about what to expect on today's event.
Absolutely. The Happy Valley Half Marathon is 13.1 miles of beautiful New England scenery during peak foliage in beautiful Northampton, Massachusetts. So we're going to start out a little flat, but there's going to be a couple of hills in the first couple of miles, but don't worry, it's nothing you can't do. And of course, we'll finish off with a few ups and downs and then a flat finish so you can finish nice and fast.
All right, so here we go. We are underway. The Happy Valley Half Marathon kicks off in the park.
So the course starts with a counterclockwise loop around Look Park, nice and flat and fast. It's going to be about 1 mile around the park, and then before we head off onto the bike path.
You want to make sure that you're not coming out too fast. The first loop is inspiring. You want to get started, but you also want to hold back and make sure that you're ready for the turns.
Yeah, so what we have here is 13.1 miles of what makes New England great. There's going to be a couple hills, a couple turns. The course is beautiful the whole way through, but right now it's really important to pace yourself because you got a long way ahead of you still. By now the heart rate should be up, should feel warmed up, knocking the course out. Sharp left here under the bike path. The bike path is very flat, very straight. It's a good place to pick up little speed, but not too much speed because the hills are weight.
So always pace yourself initially, as you know. Grant, now you've been running for a long time, from 3 miles to 50 miles, from trails to putting this course together for us. What do you recommend for someone who's running their first half marathon?
What I want you to do is imagine in your head a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 to 10 is 1 is very low intensity and 10 is where you couldn't take another step. Right now you should be at about a 6 or 7, so you can have a conversation or get out a few words. Because you have to sustain that pace for 13.1 miles. That's a long time.
Now, what is reasonable as far as how long someone should train to prepare for an event like this?
What you want to do is build up your base for a few months and then take on about a 3-month program would be great, which lets you get in those long runs and all the variants that you need to be ready to take on this course instead of set a PR.
And now, as far as pacing goes, I get motivated myself when I see others around me that are moving very quickly.
Taking left here through downtown Leeds on the Mulberry Street before we head on to Audubon Road, and that's where the climbing is going to start. So
you will notice some rolling hills here. Like I was saying, I try to keep up. If there's someone right in front of me that's just in front of me the whole time, I'm trying to pace with that person. I'm trying to pass that person. Do you recommend trying to keep up with the others, or just kind of getting into your own mind frame and going through the course to the best of your ability?
I tell all my clients, you really got to be present, be in the moment, and run your own race. Everyone's going at a different pace, and if you try to go at a pace that's not yours, taking a left here on the Kennedy Road, if you try to take a pace that's not yours, it could result in disaster at the end. So run to the best of your ability and just run your own race. So right here in Kennedy Road, the course is wavy. There's some short ups, there's some short downs.
So where do you find the biggest hill on this course? Is it on Kennedy Road, or was it before on Audubon?
You've already done it. It was on Audubon Road. These hills here have a little more pitch, they're a little steeper, but they're not nearly as long.
And now we have a few windy turns here. You'll notice we're moving quickly through the middle part of our race. Now, as we get into the middle part of our race, what do you suggest for those as we take a left here?
On Sylvester Road.
What do you suggest coming into these middle miles? How do you pace yourself? How do you get through the mental blocks? How do you get through the grueling, the 5, 6, 7, 8, the dead zone there?
Well, here at the Happy Valley Half Marathon, now that you're this far into the course, the biggest hills are behind you. You've already accomplished the biggest challenges in this course. You know that every step you take, you're getting closer to the finish line. So if you have any energy left, and if make sure to stop by the aid stations, pick up some hydration, nutrition to keep you fueled. But this is the time, if you can, to pick up the pace or maintain the pace.
And so I will note now, too, we will have aid stations along the way. We will have police details along the way. We will have mile markers, volunteers at all the turns, so you know when to turn.
Left here on the Ryan Road.
So sharp left turn. There'll be signs. Everything's posted. There's volunteers at every turn, every potential place of confusion before we end up entering the park here shortly. So we're entering now what is the later part of the race. So you're getting tired. It's much thinner. You're not seeing as many people. Less people cheering along the sides. What do you suggest? How do you keep moving forward at this point?
Well, when I'm at this point, I'm on Ryan Road. Ryan Road it's flat. You're way more than halfway. This is where you got to dig deep and find what you have and use all your energy stores to move forward.
So now I'm going to be honest here. I've never run a half marathon before. I love short distances. I try to run fast. I think I'm more of a sprinter than a long distance person.
Taking left here onto Spring Street. The end is almost in sight, though.
And this is kind of one of those intermediate levels. This is a difficult course for sure. A difficult moderate distance. So how do you coach someone who's brand new? Take me through our running clinics and our running programs. What do those look like?
So yeah, our running clinics, what we're going to do is work on the elements of form. So what running form looks like, how to stay hydrated through a long run, and then we're going to build up our runners to go from whatever distance you're at right now, and we're going to give you a sensible way to get from where you are to where you want to be. If where you want to be is a half marathon, we're going to help you do that.
And so that's one of the things that's great about working with us here. We're interested
into Main Street here.
As we come back onto Main Street, we're interested in hearing where you guys stand, whether it's past injuries. If it's your first time, like myself, running this distance, I'm in this with you. We have great coaches. We have great...
and back on the bike path here, right through downtown Leeds. The end is in sight right now.
It gets close. It gets exciting. But how do we get there? So sign up for the running clinics. Check us out online. We're going to be hosting workshops along the way. We're going to make sure that you guys have all of the tools that you need, that I need, to make this run successful. This is not going to be your typical half marathon. We've thought of all of the little details. The post party is going to be one of the best that you've been to in a long time. We have medals ready for you. We're going to be there with you every step of the way.
Yeah, we're doing this because we love New England, we love the Pioneer Valley, we love running, and we want you to experience all of that, and that's what this course does.
So as we come in here towards the finish line, you can pick up your pace a little bit, whatever you feel you can give as we re-enter the park.
Taking a sharp right turn here back into the park. So we're going to head back onto the Park Loop Road for a quick sprint. The finish line is almost in sight. This is the time to go the sprint to the finish.
With a party waiting for you at the end. We have a lot of fun activities planned, some great vendors, some great food, some free drinks.
You can imagine bands, vendors, music, all kinds of fun stuff happening.
And we are done. So thank you guys for checking out our video. We will be posting more updates as we go along. You can check us out always, www.pioneervalleyracing.com. A full up-to-date course, map and schedule as far as our running clinics go are also posted online.
We look forward to seeing you on October 23rd at 9 a.m.